What is up, everybody? This is SuperSight, and welcome back to another video of Heyday. Now, this video is all about as you saw in the thumbnail, the wheat stack, which is like crazy. It is crazy, and I'm going to show you because I know a farm that has it, so it's going to be like insane. Because I just saw this the first time, and I was just like, what? Because it was like selling for like. Yeah, I'll show you in a sec. It's just really cool. Right, so I'm going through here, and I'm just going to see the farmhouse looking. Right, so we've got our honey, the beehive tree mastery. Right, right. Okay, so it's there, and it's looking awesome. Okay, so now we are going to go, and we're going to check it out. It's crazy. Right, so we'll go to almost A, and we'll see what have we here. What have we here? Unlocks at level 1000. What in the world is going on right here? Level 1000 for that. That's not right. Like, let's say, look, so we go to the leaderboard, right? So we go over here, and if we go to the top leaderboard, top players, not one of them is anywhere near reaching level 1000, and that's the top 200 players. I can guarantee you no player in all of Heyday will have reached level 1000. That I can assure you. The top level players are in their level 400s, but nowhere near reaching level 1000. So, which begs the question, how is anyone ever going to buy this? Is this a hack? Is this a glitch? What is wrong here? Unlocks at level 1000. It's gonna take like. It's hard to say. Do you reckon that someone will eventually reach level 1000 in Heyday? It's hard to tell because it'll depend on what Supercell puts the layers at that you have to get to, like, not the layers, the level. So how much you need to get each level. For example, like you have to get like 38,000. I have to get like 48,000 XP or something, and probably out there it would be in the hundreds of thousands. It is, because you can see. So it will be interesting to know. It would depend on what Supercell set it at as to whether someone or not could get to level 1000. They possibly could. It would take many years, assuming that they kept it at a really reasonable rate. Even so, level 1000, it's like, what? What in the banter? It would take years for someone to ever be able to unlock that. And so this is crazy. This is like, is almost a hacker? I don't think so. Is almost a, what is going on here? What is going on? Unlocks at level 1000. Now, I'd like to tell you what's going on. So this isn't actually a hack. Although, the first time I saw this, I was like in a roadside shop, and I saw it. I'm just like, what in the world? I can't get this. Level 1000, no one can buy that. But actually, it's a glitch that Supercell made. Now, I know, of course, Supercell is going to make glitches like, I don't know if you call it a glitch or mistakes, and like, they didn't see something. This latest update is crazy, full of so much detail. Of course, you expect them to make a few mistakes here and there, and this isn't even a big mistake. It's not really even a mistake, to be honest. Well, it is kind of, in the sense that they've labelled it wrong. It's not meant to say unlocks at level 1000, it's meant to say unlocks at reputation level 3. And that is the thing. So, you can't, for example, I can't find them, like, it won't show up as an advert in the newspaper. I won't just go there and see this bundle of, wheat, like, advertised, because I am at reputation level 3, but I haven't unlocked the sanctuary yet, so that's not showing up in the newspaper. But it was like, the first time I saw it, I was like, what? Because it was crazy, like, level 1000, that didn't seem right. So actually, anyone that's over reputation level 3 and has access to the sanctuary or unlocks the sanctuary can buy it. But for me, I obviously can't buy it, and I wonder, I don't think it would work like this, but if someone actually reached level 1000 and hadn't unlocked the sanctuary, whether they'd be allowed to buy it. That would be so funny. If they started buying it and they hadn't got the sanctuary, that would be actual so funny. I don't think we'll ever have the chance to find out, because first of all, I doubt anyone's going to reach level 1000 anytime soon. Probably never. But even if they do, because as I said, it would depend on what Supercell puts the levels at. Even if they do reach level 1000, I think that it would be just that Supercell has programmed it differently and just called it unlocks at level 1000, when actually it's meant to say unlocks at reputation level 3. So I just thought that was so funny. I just had to show this, do a video on this. This was the coolest thing to find that something would unlock at level 1,000. Now, I reckon that Supercell will patch it up in the future updates. They'll change it to say what it's meant to say. But I thought this was so funny. This was just so funny. So, because it was just, I'm just getting carried away. Because it's just so crazy. I just saw it and I was like, what in the world? It was insane. Anyway, let's move on and go. Oh, screws. Yes. No, I missed them. It's so painful when you're blanks. No, I missed them as well. Chicken feed. And missed it. Okay, now just enthusiasm's dead. Right, okay, because you're sort of after you. Oh, there we go. Right, and right. I love that love. That was like love. I love those love hearts. They are looking good. And we're going to be looking at how we are going to getting that global task, which I also want to talk about in this video. But I have to go back and just see this again. This is so funny. Like, what? Level 1,000. Unlocked at level 1,000 is crazy. This is going to take me many years to unlock, and it might never ever happen for anyone. Anyway, that is just so funny. I actually did, the very first time I found this, I was just shocked. I was like, has someone hacked this? But then I'm like, no. Anyway, then I realized it must have been a mistake and a glitch. So then I kindly sold those 3 just for me to do in this video. The very first time, it was like crazy, but now I know, but I wanted to get it anyway. So thank you very much, Almost A, for setting those up for me. They Almost A kindly put them up for sale, which Almost A wouldn't have otherwise put them up for sale, but they did it just for me. So thank you, Almost A, very much appreciated. Right, so going back to our farm, and we have our farm, we have this ready, so we'll harvest the sugarcane like so. We will plant, let's say, corn in its place, and then we're going to start talking about the leaderboard challenge. Now, by the time I release this video, you already know the results of whether we completed it or not. But as of now, I don't know. I'm just going to use statistical analysis as of how far we're doing right now, as to how we're going to do in the future. Right, so I'll just put those on, which is awesome, over here. Right, so coming over here, and we have the chicken feed. So, okay, barn's full. We did get a barn upgrade, luckily, so we just need a few more planks now, and I did a massive trade and traded almost all of them away because I want the barn bigger than the silo, because potentially if you just continued upgrading the silo, you get to a point where it would require so many resources to upgrade the silo that your barn couldn't hold it. Let's say you needed 100, let's say my barn was held 150 storage, and then this one here I needed 51 of each of the resources to upgrade the silo. I couldn't possibly do it. So it's better to have a bigger barn than silo. That's just a fact, fun fact. Right, so coming back here, and we are going to sell off some sugarcane, because we have a lot of sugarcane. And I just remembered, we have the Wheel of Awesome to spin. That's going to be very exciting. Right, okay, so selling off the sugarcane like so. Right, this will get me lots and lots of coins, which is going to be good. Right, so selling off this and decreasing the quantity of it, which is good. Right, okay, and the town, yes, I have been working on the town. And I just remembered something else. Right, so first of all, I'll get the excitement of spinning the Wheel of Awesome. What's it going to be today? It is going to be, that awesome tomato juice. Okay, and let's go to Greg's farm, and then we'll check out. Right, so Greg's farm, what do you got for us, Greg? Right, okay, first we have to sell off some other stuff. Wait, no, we'll do it now. Right, this is what I've been waiting for to do this video. Well, 2 things, actually. First of all, to upgrade this has been clogging up my barn for, for about a day. I've had enough. About a day, I've had all this full. But I've been waiting so I can do it here. Right, so boom, there we go, upgraded that. That will free me up 15 space. Most importantly, dun dun dun, we are right here, right next to the sanctuary, about to unlock it, once I unlock nearby expansions. Right, so, we have that one there, or that one there, or that one? No, not that one. Okay, definitely this one here. So I've been waiting, I got the right amount, so I will be able to do it, and there we go, Boomtown, we are now connected, yes. So repair the sanctuary, book stand, yes, let's do it. Start repairing, 4 hours, 10,000 coins, let's wait for, no, I'm just kidding. That will be next video. I will be talking about the sanctuary. That's right. Okay, so I'm looking forward to that. Right, and then I just got a ton of materials, lots of these people are being served at the moment, like so. Some of them are not. Right, so going back here, and then okay, so we have so much more space, which is awesome, so we can browse through here, then we'll go to Greg's, right, cookies, we do, yes, I needed that, awesome, right, okay, what else have we got? Tomato juice, no. Right, so don't need tomato juice. Right, and coming over here, no, and no. Right, and so I'm pretty sure someone needed a cookie. Is that right? Is that right? Does someone need a... Yeah, I mean that one. That one there, blackberry jam. And yes, someone did need a cookie. I needed a couple of burgers. I'll make them overnight, and apple juice. Hopefully I'll buy that. Otherwise I can make that overnight if I don't buy it before overnight. Same with burgers. Right, so what was it? Who was it? Right, no. Okay, now, who was it? It was you, wasn't it? Yes, it was you. There we go. Right, so I gave that blackberry jam to him to keep him, getting him served. Right, and over here we have that. Right, so another milk. Okay, we have heaps. Right, so do that and bracelet. Right, okay, so going to Greg's. Oh, 21 friend requests. We're at an all-time high. Right, okay, tap, and okay, coming back here. Now, another thing, right, so sadly we've already spun that, sadly. Right, okay, so over here we have this, so, okay, we're out of wheat. Right, so we need to buy some more wheat. Right, okay, wheat. Where's some wheat? Here's some wheat. Wheat, and wheat. Right, and then we're going to sell off some barn products, so then we can collect the eggs and feed. Right, so we have 30 space, actually. Okay, so we'll just go ahead, and we'll just plow through here, and then we'll sell off a ton of eggs. Can we can do some in there as well. Decrease the eggs. Right, and right. Okay, and so do that there. Awesome. 3 of those in there. Sell off some eggs and other stuff. Right, so 10 eggs there. Awesome. Okay, so selling off those 10 eggs. Coming over here, getting the chicken feed. Right, and should we go for... Okay, so we'll collect those. Right, so this is looking good. Collect those and that. Right, and then we'll come in here. Okay, so how much cow feed? Well, we have tons of cow feed. We will need some of that feed and that feed. Right, but for now, we'll go chicken. Let's just go full out, and then we'll do, then after all that chicken feed, we will do, okay, let's go with pigs. Okay, so then we'll do, pig feed, right? Pig feed, and now we will feed all these, and then we'll harvest the corn. Right, so going in there and feeding all them like so, done, and done. Right, okay, so coming over here and going right here. Right, okay, what else can we sell off that we don't need? Everything's so valuable. Bacon, I don't know. Oh, honeycomb when that's built, right? Okay, and so, right, this is actually crazy. Okay, wait, let's go bread. Okay, selling off 10 bread. I have got a lot of cream, but cream runs out really quickly sometimes. It just, yeah, because you're constantly using it. Right, over here, bargains, yes. Right, coming along here, what other bargains have we got? There's a bargain. Right, already gone, coming along. Right, okay, nothing in there, right, and also, just one other thing, I'll go back to almost A, just back to that, awesome thing there, wheat, thing. I think when I get it, I reckon it's going to mean, I reckon there's going to be tons of them in the newspaper. I reckon eventually that it's going to make, lots, and it's also going to mean that there's a lot of decrease in wheat, because people will be buying the wheat, to produce it, so, yeah, I think it's a great, it's one of my favorite additions of this update, you know, just a simple stash of wheat, where it's really awesome. I reckon that there's going to be a ton of them start coming out in the Daily Dirt eventually, but we're yet to see, I reckon it's going to start filling it up, like, really, like, there's just going to be absolute, I reckon eventually people are going to get sick of them, because there's going to be so many of them. It's going to be like, it will just either be wheat or wheat stacks. So yeah, that's just my hypothesis. I don't know yet, because I haven't actually seen any of the things, and I reckon it will take a while, because people want to be feeding their own animals, but once people start stashing them up, eventually they're going to have to want to sell them, and so then there's just going to be tons of them eventually available in the newspaper. Not yet, but eventually. That is just a full guess, 100% guess. I don't know, I haven't seen any newspapers with it yet, of course, and I've only seen 2 players selling it so far. There was the other player, and then there's Almost A, because I asked Almost A too. So only 1 player has actually actively sold it out of their own free will so far. But yeah, we'll see in the future. Well, you might already know if you've already got it, but I don't. Oh, that was stupid. I sold off too much corn. Okay, that was a fail. Anyway, we'll just put some wheat in there. Right, okay, like so. And another gift. What's this gift going to be? Oh, are they giving me a cake? They are not just giving me a cake. They are not just giving me a cake. We want to celebrate 5 amazing years together by giving you this special birthday gift. Enjoy and thanks for farming. Yes, 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 I'll enjoy that. A beautiful looking cake. Not quite as beautiful as that beautiful honeybees, but it's still very, very beautiful. Right, okay, so let's go put it out. Right, because as you can see with my instruments, I've got, right, yes, there, I've just got all these instruments. It's like, yeah, no thanks, I don't want to put them out. But then it comes to, right, okay, not right, okay, right, okay, so where is the cake gone? That will be my next mission, locating the cake. Right, okay, right, okay, this is, seriously, are you serious? Where is the cake? Oh, right, no, that's a water fountain. Okay, nope, right. I seriously don't know where— No! Oh, I thought I bought that! I thought there was a diamond one, a large one. Whoa, that was almost heart attack material. Right, nope, not in there. Right here. It's gotta be in here. It's gotta be in here. What's it gonna be? Right, there we go, there's the blue cake. What about a red cake? What about a purple cake? Let's see, anyway. This here, it looks amazing. There we go. Right, that's very big cake. That's like almost taller than a tree. That is like, wow, that is a big cake. But that is a nice looking cake. Is that raspberries on it? I'm not, no, maybe a strawberry. Either way, that's very, very tasty and appetizing. I like it. It looks amazing. That is cool. Right, so I really like that. Right, so coming along here, what else? Yes, we will buy some sheep feed and, oh, right, double tapped on that again. Not what I want to do. Right, cow feed. What do we got? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll buy some of them. Right, moving along, what else do we got? And, oh, yes, this here. Yes, I'm going to fill up, aren't I? Unless someone else comes and competes. Nope, okay, so we're going to sell this off, right, so put that, okay, not on advertisement yet, right, okay, so selling off the corn. Right, so this will get me some profit, right, so we're at about 700,000 coins, which I'm happy with, because I'm not unlocking any new big things next level, so I have a whole level, all of level 39, and then all of level 40, to keep gaining coins. Right, okay, so going back here, right, okay, let's see, oh, still no one's buying them up, it's my lucky day. Right, so coming back here and selling this stuff right here off. Okay, so corn, another 10 corn, lots of corn. Everyone doesn't really love corn. Is corn a well-liked crop? I don't know. It's used in some things. Anyway, right, so coming over here, buying the last corn. Okay, someone else bought it. Never mind. We still will make lots of profit from that. Right, so selling off the corn. There we go, putting it full price. 72 coins so 52 coin profit for each of those I sell off. That is awesome. So hopefully someone will come in and buy it. Oh, someone already is. That was eggs that they bought that time, but they did buy one of these. Right, so that's looking good. Okay, now, okay, and also harvesting this, and then replanting it. Right, so going through here, and planting it in there. There we go, and we got a plank. Yes, just what I wanted. Okay, so selling, and that, right, we really need to advertise that. Right, now, this here. So I've got 145 out of 95, so I have gone up a wee bit. Now, I'm going to be doing a little bit about this in the mathematical calculations, especially relating to this. Wow, look at how fast that's going up. That is going up very, very quickly. I hope it always goes up that quickly, but sadly, it doesn't go up that quick. Look at that. It's double, like, wow. It just really stopped back. It was going from double digits going just to the triple, like, it was like 5 digits flipping over. Now it's just 3, really. Anyway, right, so I have a few statistics to do with this, and in regard to whether we're going to make it or not. And you guys will be laughing because you already know, and I don't know. So I'm making this video in speculation, but I'm going to do my hypothesis. I'll tell you the calculations of where we need to be at what points. Right, so first of all, I'll just go to this player here. Right, so wowzers, he is going up in those revives. Okay, he is really, really going up. Right, so he is at the top player, 64,274 revives. That is very, very impressive. Now you'll be like, how's that even possible? That is crazy. It will be, and then the next player, it's 63,000. It will have been because lots of players in that neighborhood planted a ton of trees to get a ton of revives, and then because they will have used a booster to make them go really quickly, so they'll have them all ready to be revived. Even in a natural cycle, 3 days, it might already be revivable. Anyway, they'll be planting masses of trees for the top ones. Obviously, thousands and thousands of trees, and the neighborhoods will be getting competitive. They'll be like, we want to get our player to the top, so they'll all be planting thousands and thousands of trees and hope that they will then win, because 64,000. Now I thought I'll just tell you, if it, as of 64, I calculated as of 64,000 revives, as of this hour, I calculated this hour, it means that they have been doing 900, the top player, 941 revives per hour, which is over 15 revives per minute. Now you might think 15 revives per minute is impressive, but it's even more impressive considering that's in a 24-hour day. That includes the time when they sleep. And so assuming that they were sleeping, like not playing, assuming they're only playing Heyday for 12 hours, and that's crazy, 12 hours in a day for the last almost 3 days, having played for 12 hours, which would be crazy if they were. And so they're getting over 15 revives per minute. And so if they were only playing for 12 hours, then they would have been getting 30 revives per minute. But I guess since their neighborhood members are just planting a ton of them, it won't matter, because they won't have to be hunting, looking for, because there's no way that someone could actively, just a regular player, could be getting over 15 revives per minute from the newspaper. There's just no way, because that means per newspaper, they'd have to get 30 revives, and that's just not going to happen. And that's assuming there's 30 revives per newspaper per 12 hours. That's just that's per 24 hours of just constantly getting, that's not going to happen. So obviously these players have got a ton of their, and lots of them already have a ton of trees planted anyway. So then, for example, let's just go look at the top player I have as a friend list, Linda's farm, right, okay, yeah, see, like that, like, I don't know, there'd be like a couple of hundred trees. See, look at all that, like all those revives from harvesting, that would give you a good few hundred revives in there. And so if all the neighborhood members, like 29 other neighborhood members, gave you a few hundred revives, then you are going to clock up that many, right, I'm not going to worry about that at this moment, because I'm talking about this, you are going to clock up a lot of revives. So the top neighborhood, 101,000 revives, and yet the top player is 64,000. So they've been getting like about 2/3 of their neighborhood's revives, which is crazy just on the one player. And so that top player has got more revives than all these neighborhoods, than 4th neighborhood, 5th neighborhood, 6th neighborhood, except for the top 3. One player's got more revives than every single neighborhood in Heyday, except for the top 3. That is crazy. That is seriously crazy. So 15 revives per minute, assuming they're playing for 24 hours a day, which is just insane. Right, now talking about whether we're going to hit this goal, you guys already know, I don't know, and based on statistics, right, so in order, by the 3-day mark, we need to have done exactly half of the that figure, which is 112,777,777.5 revives by 3 days. So we have 4 hours and 5 hours in essence, because it includes 4, because that's like 4 hours up to 5 hours, within 5 hours, so like, you know what I mean. Anyway, now one thing I thought that, because Supercell is calculated this very accurately as to whether or not we're going to get it. Now one thing that that you might say will affect it, and the first thing that came to mind is, well, what will happen is, everyone will know this revive event is on, so they'll plant more trees knowing they're going to get more revives, and it's going to be massive, and so we'll easily do it. Yes and no. Yes in the fact people will plant more trees because they want to get their top neighborhood members up really high. Fair enough, that they just want to get revives in that. But no, in the fact that it's actually really not going to affect it that much. It's hard to tell the amount of effect, but you think about it, even if they plant 1 million trees, 1 million trees, which is 1 million revives, you know, it sounds like an absolute massive amount. But if you think about it, that is like just like 1 out of 225. It's like a fraction, 1 out of 225. That's less than 1% if they planted a million. Like if they plant 2.25 million trees, they will have got 1%. That will be 1% effect. So 2.25 million trees will give them a 1% boost, which is virtually nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, of those that aren't going to plant extra trees because this revive event is on, I'm not. Most people aren't. Sure, the top neighborhoods are for their neighborhood members, but even if they plant 2.25 million trees, it's going to have very, very minimal effect on whether we complete this goal or not. Now, actually, the bad news is we are actually behind in where we need to be. Right, so I'm just, yes. Well, actually, we're not that much behind. We're very, very close. We're almost on point. Right, so by exactly 3 days, as I said before, so at the 3 day mark, which is the halfway point, we need to be at 112, approximately 113 million revives. And so currently we're at 104. By when the time left says 3 days and 3 hours, it actually means that as of the time that it ticks down to 3 days and 3 hours, it actually means 3 days, 3 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. So actually, it's like 1 hour up in a sense for half of the hour. In the sense, like right now it says 3 days and 4 hours. That means it's anywhere between 3 days and 4 hours to 3 days, 4 hours, and 59 minutes and 59 seconds. And so actually, you have to calculate it based on the second it ticks down. Right, so where do we need to be at 3 days and 4 hours? And when I say 3 days and 4 hours, I mean the second it ticks down to say 3 days and 3 hours, meaning 3 days, 3 hours, and 59 minutes, 59 seconds. So 3 days and so in real it actually means 3 days and 4 hours, but the actual time left will say 3 hours and 3 days and 3 hours at the time I mean it. Right, so by the time when it ticks down, the second it ticks down from 3 days and 4 hours to 3 days and 3 hours, we need to be at 106 million revives, 512,000 revives, 345. So just in simple terms, we need to be at 106. If we are on the way to win it, right? So that would be if we were exactly precisely on the way to win it. But just in simple terms, if we need to be at 107 million within an hour in order to be on track to win it. So for example, as you know, when it is in actual fact 3 days and 4 hours left in order to get it, then we need to be at 107 million, approximately. Like it's slightly under, but just to be safe, we need to be at 107 million revives in order to win it when it hits 3 days and 4 hours. So as you can see, and so per hour. Right, so did I have it? Yes, per hour, we need to get, revives-wise, 1,566,358. So about 1.5 million revives per hour. And so theoretically, even if we assume that we did have exactly 1 hour left and that it had just ticked down to 4 hours, which it hasn't because I've already had this video going and I know when it ticked down, even if we had a full hour left, even adding 1.5 million revives is only going to get it. It's not going to quite get us to the mark we need. So we're actually behind, and so it will be. I still reckon we're going to win it. But as of this time, we are behind. Right now, we should be. Well, when it gets to 3 days and 4 hours actual time, we need to be at 107 million revives, or 106.5 million. So, yeah, so we actually behind. I'm sure we will get it. I hope we'll get it, because it would be really sad if we miss that statue. He's just shaking it, and he's like rolling his eyes, and I'm just looking at it saying, I want that statue, we gotta get the statue. So it's actually very close and competitive. Supercell calculated it very, very well, because we are virtually almost exactly halfway at halftime, almost. And so they've done a very good job at calculating to make sure we're going to get it or not. And so then hopefully that so many million trees extra are planted that will give us a boost. But I'm yet to see. I reckon that there'll be like a top neighborhood. And but even so, if you think about even one neighborhood, how many trees can they plant? They just can't plant, like, by themselves, 2.25 million. You know, they could plant a few thousand, but million, like 2.25 million is the 1% change. That would mean that's not just going to happen from one neighborhood. That's going to need a fair few neighborhoods going. So even if we do plant more trees, it's not going to have much effect, because the vast majority will be based on what other people normally plant on a regular heyday player that has no interest in the global event goal. They don't care. They might not even notice it's going. Just what the regular player plants in trees wise as to whether we're going to get it. So I hope we get it. We're currently just behind track to get it, but I reckon we'll get it, and I will be doing a video closer to the time, because there's a way that I can calculate it to work out where we need to be because you have like the total amount, so because the total amount of time we've had is 144 hours, so you go like 144 hours divided by how many hours that we've done so far, which I think it was about like 68 hours, because that was assuming it was at the exactly 3-day, 4-hour actual time point, and then you times it by how many revives we should get that we need to get per hour, which is 1.5 million. So we need to be at 107 million in order to be on track to win it. And so at the 3-day, the easy thing is at the 3-day point we need to be at 112, like 113 million. But I don't know. Actually, this video, you guys might think, I already know whether we do it, so why are you speculating so much on whether we're going to do it? In actual, like, based on the calculations, in theory, right? Okay, that's not right. In theory, we're not going to do it if we continued at this rate, but I do reckon we will do it. I do reckon that I'll see an increase, and so we will indeed get, like, race to the finish and make it. I don't know. I guess that's optimistic, but at the same time, if enough people think, oh, we need to plant more trees, in order to get revives. Hopefully enough people think that way, you know? Like, hopefully people realize that planting trees equals revives, and it's not like the revives are just gonna, you know, I can imagine some players thinking, well, in order to make it, I must go out and find all the revives and make sure I tap them quick enough. That's not gonna help. It's not whether we can tap the revives quick enough, it's all on how many trees we plant. But I'm sure there'll be a couple of players saying, wow, I've tapped so many trees, you know, I'm up to, let's say, I'm up to 145, I'm so contributing to this event. Tapping revives is not contributing. Planting trees and then allowing people to revive them is what the contributing is. Not tapping, because people are always going to revive them whether you help or not. Within an hour, every single revive is going to be tapped that people do. That's just how it goes, basically. And so by tapping lots and lots of revives isn't helping. I'm not saying, I'm just, you know, I don't know. I was just kind of trying to say that, you know, those players that say, like, I'm helping so much and getting all these revives, it's like, yeah, if you actually want to help us get there, plant trees, while there's still time, because, for example, if you didn't have any boosters, there's no point, well, maybe, how long do blackberries take? I'll just find out, right, I forget, right, so it is, 1 day and 8 hours, so 2 day and 8 hours till revive time, no, 2 day and 16. Yeah, so if you planted blackberry bushes as of the time you're watching this video, then you'll make it. And also you can plant them sooner if you have the speeding up the crop revives. You know what I mean. The booster things. So yeah, it's funny because you guys will be like, I already know the result of this, and like whether you plant trees or not doesn't matter anymore. I should have made this, like, if I released this video like when you guys, like, when the event was on, then it would be like exciting because it would inspire you to plant trees, but anyway, that's just how it is. Sadly, I can't release them live, because it just, how it is, I can't release them live, so I'm sorry about that. It is released after, but I love that, I want to talk about that and speculate, even though I know it's happened, and also about the almost A, and that beautiful wheat stash. That is just so funny, right, because, like, level 1000, that's really not right. Okay, so we're full again. We always seem to be full, even though I always upgrade my barn. It just always happens that way. It's annoying. Anyway, we are slowly getting through these swords and axes. Right, okay, so looking through here, I'm just saying, there's like nothing I want to get rid of, even though I don't know how, I'm always full. Okay, I am going to get rid of my iron bars, because I just have way too many, and I'm not getting them requests on the board for them, which is annoying, because I want to sell them off, but I can't. Right, okay, and we do have a lot of cow feed. We really don't need that much cow feed, but then I don't want to sell it. But I am going to sell 10 of it, because I just don't need that much. Okay, so selling that off. Right, going through here. Right, do we know we don't really want that? But we'll buy it because we came, and then it means that we might have missed something else. Right, brown sugar. Right, nope, missed that. Okay, right, what else? No. Okay, do we need tomatoes? I'll just check if we need tomatoes. We have plenty of tomatoes. Actually, I can sell some tomatoes. I don't need that many tomatoes, right? And also some eggs. We'll sell some eggs off and some tomatoes, because I don't grow tomatoes anymore. I just, overnight, I grow strawberries, and so I don't have any need to plant tomatoes. The main crops I grow are, like, normally wheating and corning, so the wheat and the corn. I do the strawberries overnight, and I do cotton a couple of times. Like, I use cotton sometimes, but other things, like, I never do pumpkin, I never do lavender or potato. I don't think I've ever done potatoes. I don't think, I might have planted 1 or 2 if I ran out of the other thing, but I haven't done potatoes before. Chili peppers, I don't do them either. Occasionally I'll do soybeans or sugarcane. It depends on when you can next log in. Anyway, right, so selling off these, this will get me some free space. Right, coming over here and getting some of this, and then coming in here and getting the rest of the chickens all fed. Right, there always seems to be more. The chickens are like never ending because they like 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes you got to do them. So it feels like you're constantly doing them. Like it's like twice per video if I haven't done them at the start. Right, okay, and we'll put that on. Right, so this is, no, not close. What is close, I think is reasonably close, is this here cake oven is like over halfway. Right, what else is getting close? The smelters are somewhat close. Right, yeah, so that's like, I don't know, a third of the way, over a third of the way, which is good. What else? Note jam maker, oh, close to a 2nd star. Bakery, yes, I want to get the bakery. Okay, bakery's also halfway, which is good. Juice press, oh yes, is that halfway? That is, right, 750 a bit, right, not quite halfway. Right, okay, so, wait, not quite 750, anyway. Right, so my closest ones are the cake oven, the bakery, and the juice press, and this is way off as well. Way off. Right, so anyway, we are getting closer, which is really, really good. And there go my beautiful bees, and sadly, this when it's 44 minutes, right, so I'll look forward to unlocking that. That will be awesome. And then our bees, right, so I think I am gonna just get this anyway, because, right, so 500, so that's only gonna be 8 bushes, so I'm only gonna need 8 nectar bushes. Okay, if it's only 8 saws to get a second cool looking hive, I'm gonna do it. Right, okay, so, right, so if you didn't know the maths about bees, check out my last video, my last video, because that was all about the bees. Right, so I'm going to do that. Right, so there we go. We'll make sure we'll get the first one. The 40,000, I don't know. But this one here, definitely. We can go for that. Right, so coming over here. Right, what else is up for sale? Right, I'm not seeing it. White sugar, that is sold. Right, okay. So, and then that's looking good. We have the sanctuary next video. We've got everything looking good. I think that's everything. Literally everything is in action. That is awesome! Right, so I'm very happy with that. Everything is in action. That is really, really good. Oh, wait, no, this isn't. Okay, everything's in action now! There we go. So now I can say everything is in action because it now is, which is awesome. Right, so I will just end by going to Almost Days Farm and just looking at this, right, so over here, right, just looking at it, level 1000, that has got to be the funniest thing, that is like the funniest glitch, the funniest mistake that's ever been made. Well, I don't know, I don't know, I will have missed some of them over the time of Heyday, but as of the time I've been playing, that is the funniest thing. Unlocks at level 1000. That is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I'm never going to unlock it. I'm never going to be able to buy it. Imagine if it actually had to be 1000. Then no, they could never, they'd have to pay a diamond to delete it. Man, that would be really new. Like if someone had gone through and put 1 in every single slot, and let's just make the assumption even bigger. Let's say this player here, the top player, had put 1 of them in every single slot. Right, I accidentally tapped off it. It would go forever. It would just like, literally, I'm just swiping and swiping. What in the banter? That's a lot of stuff. I've seen this before, but that is just crazy. That is literally crazy. That's got to be over 100 slots. One day I'll have to count them all. But imagine if they put 1 or 10 of those in every single slot. That would cost like literally, like if let's say they have, I don't know, 3, no, I don't know, it's hard to tell, I don't know, 300, 400, no, I'd say 300, but that'd be like so many diamonds to get rid of that mistake, so it's funny, but people can buy it at the reputation level 4, so thank you Almost Day for doing that. That's going to wrap up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my speculation and calculations on whether or not we are going to make it, even though you guys already know. And so I'm guessing we will. You can probably comment below we either made it or we didn't make it. You can also, you can let me know what you thought of seeing it for unlocked it at level 1000, what you thought the first time you saw it. Were you like, what in the world? Or were you like, this player's a hacker? Or what do you think? I'd love to know. Leave a comment as to what you think of this absolutely hilarious glitch. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you enjoyed it. This has been SuperSight, and remember to make coins faster than honeybees make honey.